All right, let's get right into this. I had a bit of an idea to do. I'm guessing this is gonna be a short video, but I did yesterday. I did a video on authentic and fake. Today's something a bit different. And again, I like giving special content out there. I know I only have 20 something subscribers, but if all 20 something of those subscribers watches all my videos, I like to put content that's good. Now this content is good as well, but this content is what was I gonna so this is about individuals, right? And there's many types, but there's something I want to focus. I want to talk about iconic. You know, I've used that word, and then I'll tell you there is some. I use that word for Prodigy of Mobb Deep. I felt like he was very iconic, and actually, this is a perfect example. So for me, Prodigy was the iconic gangster. You know what I mean? If in the '90s, if I wanted to do a music video, I'd like Prodigy in there. Okay. To me, Havoc was a substance, right? Havoc made the beats, and he's an incredible producer. Havoc is an incredible producer. All those Mobb Deep beats you heard, Havoc made those himself. Okay, he's been doing it since he was a kid. This is what he does. This is what he's good at. I've also heard, and I don't know if this is true, but I have heard that sometimes, at least sometimes, Havoc was writing the vocals. Havoc was even writing the lyrics for Prodigy. Okay. Now, I'm not doubting that Prodigy wanted to get his own lyrics in there, because he probably did. And but you know when your friend, because they actually, Havoc and Prodigy have been together since they were like in junior high or something. And I'll tell you something about when you're younger and you have a friend, you know when you do things in class, you have your friend look over stuff. You know what I mean? And your friend checks your work and tells you, dude, you can do this or that, or this is wrong or this is right. I think that's what Havoc was doing. Prodigy wrote stuff that he wanted to talk about, and Havoc would kind of, be a spell checker, basically, right? And I love that I didn't plan on this at all, but I fell on a perfect example. That's what I wanted to talk about. There are some people who are iconic, and there are some people who are full of substance. Basically, they are doers. They do. You know what I mean? I feel like there was a big misconception with me for a long time that I was iconic, and I feel like that misconception started definitely because of me. But probably when I was a little older, I'd say by the time I was 20 years old, I was an icon. And I don't mean like I was a big icon or anything like that. I mean just in general, like in my life, I was at least appearing as an icon. And I can tell you I kind of enjoyed it for a little while because I'd never been iconic, so for me it was something cool because I'd never done it before. So it was like, oh, I'm kind of iconic right now. There are people who used to know me or know me now and they think that I'm iconic. So I like that. I think the misconception is later on that I was still iconic. And then let me explain to you. You know when you're walking down the street, right? Everybody's walking. Let's say whether you're in the street, you're in a mall, you're in a club, you're in a public place, and everybody's walking around, and then bam, you see this one guy. Okay, he has a cigarette in his mouth. He looks like the Camel guy. Camel from Camel cigarettes. He looks like him. Okay, you're walking in the nightclub, and you turn your head, and bam, there's a guy who looks just like Don King. Okay, and you decide to talk to the guy because I remember when I used to go to nightclubs, I like chatting with people. I like starting up conversations with people who I thought were interesting to see, what I could learn or even just to see what was out there. You start talking to this Don King looking guy, and he's like Don King. Okay, you see what I'm saying? There's some people who are like iconic just for the public or for the people, right? Okay, I got another Brad Pitt. Okay, Fight Club. Is Brad Pitt really that guy? I don't know. What about Snatch when Brad Pitt was the gypsy bare knuckle boxer? Is Brad Pitt really that guy? I don't know. But maybe Brad Pitt's iconically that guy. Maybe Brad Pitt has friends who are like that, or had friends at some point that were like that. And I've told this before that some of the best actors, their best roles and their best acting roles are when they're doing someone who either they've been or they have first-hand experience being, or they had friends who were like that. Was Brad Pitt really like the guy? I don't know. Did Brad Pitt? Now you figure that out. Moving on though. I think that was a mistake with me, and people thought that I hadn't done anything gangster in my life, but that I was an icon for gangsters, and then it was like, it went from being an icon to gangsters to being their scapegoat. They turned me into a scapegoat. Everybody wanted to wanted escape for something they wanted to do, and they did. It was that they would use me as a scapegoat. He's the icon, he made me want to do it. You know what I mean? And that's something that only kids do. And kids do that all the time. A kid will go and do something crazy, throw something at something, break something, hit something. And then the kid gets in trouble, what does he do? When a kid gets in trouble, he says, well, I thought it was cool because I saw Tupac doing it. I saw Tupac saying it. I saw Eazy-E saying it or doing it. I saw Eminem saying it or doing it. I thought it was cool. By the way, I shouldn't really talk about Eminem in that respect. But I saw I saw Kobe Bryant doing this. I heard that Kobe Bryant does this, so I wanted to do it. The kids basically always do that. They do something stupid or they do something violent or something, and then they go, well, I got a scapegoat. And to me, that's a very childish thing to do when you're looking for a scapegoat. But I just want to make that clear because, I feel like I have been born. I am a human being in this planet, just like everyone's a human being. Okay. Because if the demons are saying that they're human beings, and I'm saying that I'm a human being too, because I've heard if there's a demon and he says, or a bunch of demons and they say, dude, we're human beings too, then I'm saying, dude, I'm a human being too. So I'm a human being on this planet just like anyone else is a human being. Okay. And I feel like because I'm not out of everywhere, like I don't exist kind of thing, that I won't be mistaken just for an icon. Now I'm not trying to tell the whole world, oh, guess what I do? Guess what I did? No, I'm not talking about that. But the fact that I do in my life, I think that that, I'm trying to say that I have substance to myself. Being an icon is nothing to me. You know what I mean? Being an icon is useless. For me, I'm not looking for that kind of stuff. I want to have substance. I want to be a doer. I want to have substance. I want to be practical. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I want to be good at stuff and doing stuff. You know what I mean? And that was what this whole video was about. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to see if I could roll on and talk about anything else. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, it's a really good feeling. It's like breathing in oxygen. Okay, you could be walking around not breathing in oxygen. All of a sudden, you're breathing in oxygen. Everybody's gonna be like, "What's so special about breathing in oxygen?" Well, what about someone like me who's never breathed oxygen, who never had breathed oxygen before? If I'm breathing oxygen, definitely I'm feeling really good right now. You know what I mean? And you'll say, yeah, but everybody in this world breathes oxygen. There's nothing special about that. And I'll say, well, it's special to me, man, because I never was able to breathe oxygen. When I actually get something in or do something well, to actually have real reception, like to receive the fruits or to receive the what comes out of that, to receive my own hard work. You know what I mean? It's like me doing hard work and receiving money for my own hard work. And I'm like, okay, I got paid for it. I feel good. Now, even before I got paid, I could feel nothing at all. But okay, why do I feel good? Well, I feel good because I did a workout right now. I got stronger and my body feels good, right? Not necessarily, I don't really work out, by the way, but it's a good example. I talked to somebody and they gave me really good advice and I actually took it in, I used it and it benefited me, for example, right? That's something that I'm getting. Somebody tells you you're very good looking and rather than dude, who gives a shit? Why are you even asking me that? To be able to receive it just like a human being and say, wow, really, I am good looking. And, 3 days later, I still think I'm good looking. And 5 days later, I think it makes me feel even better. I used to think self-esteem and feelings and all that shit was for pussies, and now I understand that when you're a human being on this planet, these things are normal. Imagine that everybody's like, dude, that's normal. But everybody knew that I wasn't taking it in. So they're like, okay, so now he can actually understand. He can actually benefit off of it. He can actually take it and move with it. And that's for me. Kids are 3 years old and he solves the problem that nobody could solve in the classroom, a mathematical problem. And what does the teacher? Everybody tells him how special he is. Now, if I was that kid, but I wasn't really even breathing it in, I'm like, well, what does it matter? It's nothing to me. It's nothing special. There's nothing there at all. I don't feel anything ever. You know what I mean? Now I can. Now, the things I was supposed to do or expected to do, I'm doing, and it's just totally normal. So anyways, I'm done with this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this video is for the subscribers. I want the subscribers to watch this. I want them to get the content in. Get the content in, and if there's others watching, watch it, and that's it. I'm done with this video as of now.